welcome back to the channel and welcome to a new day. It is Monday afternoon. It's 1:30 and it is a windy one today. Had to hold on to my hat so it wouldn't blow off. But it is 60 degrees, so even with the wind, it's a nice temperature. As you can see, there's puffy clouds, which always makes for a beautiful sky. But we are going to the Dollar Tree. Yes, I can't believe I'm doing a Dollar Tree challenge for a week-long meals. All right, so I decided as far as the meals I'll be doing, I really haven't been eating breakfast, so I'm going to do only lunch and dinner. Okay, so we're gonna do 2 meals a day. And if you eat 2 meals a day, you should feel blessed, because there's many people out there that fight for 1 meal a day and don't even get it. So feel blessed to have 2 meals a day. So that's what I'm going to do, lunch and dinner. On another challenge, when I do another challenge that's not a Dollar Tree challenge, I'll probably do a 3-meal day for like 7 days. So, but right now we're going to concentrate on the Dollar Tree challenge, and I think I can do it. So so yeah, I was going back to look at my video when I did the walkthrough to see, just kind of get an idea of what I can get here. So we're going shopping. If this traffic ever goes through, I can't see. All right. So I want to say thank you all for your input on the Dollar Tree challenge. As far as what I can use, when to post. So I am going to be posting daily. This is so exciting for me because, you know, it's different content for my channel, and if it does well, then I could do more challenges and stuff. So, and as you know, a big part of my channel is cooking. And another challenge at a different time could be that I could only eat what we received from the pantry that week, right? That would be a great challenge to ensure that you're using up your pantry items. I think that's a good idea. And that way it shows you, many people out there, how to use your pantry items, kind of like what I used to do, you know, when I first started going to food pantries and showing you guys food pantry meals. And yeah, so exciting. I don't know why I'm excited, but I am. Simple things for simple minds, right? Hey, I live a simple life, so. And none of these meals are going to be fancy. I'm going to do these meals pretty much what I eat on a regular basis, what I like to eat. So if I don't eat something on a regular basis, I'm not going to go buy it just because I could fit it into the budget. Like lentils. I know a lot of people like lentils, and you probably like lentils, and that's why you use them. I don't eat lentils, so I'm not going to go buy lentils just for the sake of the challenge. At the Dollar Tree. folks, let's head in there and go shopping. All right, everyone, so we are in the junk food aisle and we are not starting here and we're not going to shop here. It's just cutting through the aisles. All right, so I do want to go to the frozen section to make sure I get what I want. And that's what I want. This looks pretty good too. Oh wow. This is what I was looking for, right there. Oops. Pays to look in the back. Okay. Okay, I definitely wanted the pepper stir fry bag, so that's good. I got that. I didn't know they had this stir fry blend. It does have broccoli in it. I was hoping they would have the cauliflower and broccoli blend, but I'll take this too. So that's going to be a big part of my ingredients. Okay, so let's just go over something here. There's an extra large burrito, bean and cheese, which I could easily get and have, but that $1.25 is only going to feed me for one day. If I get a whole bag of beans and a pack of tortillas, I'll have bean and cheese, or at least bean burritos for several days. So that's out of the picture. I'm not looking to get any of this pre-made stuff on this challenge. Maybe in a future challenge, but not this one. All right. So what I think I'm going to get, that's bologna. Are these bun length hot dogs. I don't have the buns, but that's okay. I don't need them. I don't want to quite break the bank with $3 stuff right now, so we're gonna pass on this. Kraft singles. Oh no, they're not Kraft, but they're singles. So we might come back to that. All right, we're gonna start over here. We've got 5 packs of ramen for $1.50. That's a really good deal. Now I could easily get one of these for $1.25, but again, that's going to give me probably one meal, where this can give me several meals with other things added to it. All right. So we got some canned chicken here. Ooh, it's gravy and canned chicken. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up 2 of those. All right, we have some rice here. Here's some long grain. Definitely a pickup item. 2 pounds. Can't go wrong with that for $1.25. I have to go around. Oh, here's my tortillas. You know I can't leave here without tortillas and some beans. So there are 10 tortillas in here. We can make that work. Gotta get to the beans down here. Those are lentils. Of course, they covered up the beans with the soda. And these are pinto beans. I think I'm gonna put them in the slow cooker. I'm gonna try that once. Items. We have to get to the pasta roll, but this is a little more expensive, but it's got more in it. So I'm going to be taking this Alfredo sauce. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. 16 ounces. All right, so let's look at this again. 16 ounces, $2.50. This is 14.3 ounces for $1.25. So if I got 2 of these, I would have 28.6 ounces for $2.50 versus $2.50 for 16 ounces. So you have to look at that stuff. So definitely getting 2 of these, and it's Prego. So yeah, we're getting 2 of these because I originally was going to get 1 of those for $2.50, but we're getting 2 of these. Oh, okay, I got the pasta down here. Doesn't look like much of a selection. Okay, everyone, so I was hoping they would have either bow tie or egg noodles, but they don't. And they have lasagna, spaghetti, rotini, and elbow macaroni. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and take the elbow macaroni. Or should I take rotini? Hey everyone, so I am out of the Dollar Tree now, and so I'll tell you what happened. I have to go to Walgreens to pick something up, but I'll show you my receipt at home, and yeah, and then I'll show you everything I got. So I didn't take you shopping with everything I picked up, otherwise you wouldn't need a grocery haul, right? So I'll show you the haul, and then tonight I'll go over, on tonight's video, I will go over how the meals are going to plan out. So I think I did pretty good, and yeah, I think I'm happy with it. So I'm going to go to Walgreens, but I'll tell you just right now what happened. I had to go back in. So let me get you on the dash cam, and let's get going. All right, everyone. So as soon as I pull out of this parking lot, I'll go over what just happened. I calculated all the stuff in my basket before I went up to pay, just to make sure I was on budget. And I had my total after I calculated, but when I went to pay, it was less than what I totaled it at. So I thought maybe I miscalculated. So I got back to the truck and I looked at my receipt and I noticed one of the items I purchased was not on the receipt. So that's why it was under what the total I came out with was. So I went back in, I took the item back. So I let him know he didn't charge me for that item. And so yeah, he looked at the receipt and said, sure enough, I didn't. Well, I could tell you he didn't because it's not on there. But anyway, he rang it up, and then it, of course, made sense after that. So yeah, I had to go back in and pay for an item that didn't get rung up. So I gotta run into Walgreens, go get something in there, and then we'll go home and I'll go over the haul, and that'll be for this video, and then tonight will be my meal plan. So alright, so I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright everyone, so I got what I needed at Walgreens, and so I started recording with you guys in the Dollar Tree as I was shopping, but then I actually stopped because people started crowding, and yeah, everybody was just like coming in. It started getting loud, and I didn't feel like screaming to record. So, but I think I got you guys a little bit of video in there, and as I said, I didn't want to show you everything I got, but I probably showed you most of what I got. But yeah, I think I can make this work, and if I can't, well, I got problems. So yeah, and I don't think it's gonna be too bad at all. I know a lot of, and even I said I was leery of a Dollar Tree meal challenge, and as a lot of people are about Dollar Tree food, but I'll tell you this much, not as bad as I thought on the selection. We have 3 Dollar Trees here in town, and some folks thought when I did a walkthrough the other day that this was a big one. Well, the original Dollar Tree that was the first one here is our biggest one. So there is one bigger than this one. And that one normally has more of a selection, including food. And but sometimes they don't have the selection that this one might have. So it's kind of hit and miss on what you get. So, but I didn't see the point in going all the way to the south side for the food I could most likely get on this one. So yeah, we have 3 Dollar Trees. The third one I don't believe has a food section or freezer food, but like this Dollar Tree here that I just shopped at does not have like the hamburger patties or anything like that. They don't have hamburger patties. I was looking for like a tube of sausage, but they only had the expensive ones, like the $3 or $5 ones, and I didn't want to pay that because this kind of challenge actually really makes you see how fast your items can add up before you're over budget. So I'll tell you that, I did not go over budget. So I'm happy about that. I tried to make it as logical as possible as far as what if somebody only had a $20 bill. So in a lot of challenges, they do, if you go over a little bit, as long as you stay under that next dollar bill, you're still within your challenge. But what if somebody only had $20 bill to go in with? They can't, they can't go over at all. So I try to make it as close to possible as that. So, and I think I did good. All right, we're home, and I will see you guys inside. All right, everyone. So I have the Dollar Tree haul here for you, and you were with me when I picked up some of the stuff, but some of the stuff I don't think you were. So, all right, so let's go over what I picked up for my $20 Dollar Tree challenge for 7 days, lunch and dinner. Okay, so first, let me show you. I do have the receipts here, and as I explained before, I had to go back in because he didn't ring up one of my items, so I had to go back in and let him know it wasn't paid for. So I have the receipt here, and I'll get a close-up here in a minute to show you the close-up totals. But I spent a total of $19. Yes, $1 under budget. And I know I probably could have just picked up one more thing and went over by a quarter. But again, as I stated, if somebody just has a $20 bill to go in there with, they can't say, I'll just go over a quarter. So I'm trying to stay as true to that as possible. Not everything's going to be true, like perfect, but like I'll be using some of my own seasonings, basically salt and pepper. So I try to be as close to this kind of challenge as possible. All right, so let's go over what I picked up for my challenge. Starting over here to the left, picked up this bag of stir-fry blend. It has broccoli, carrots, snap peas, yellow bell peppers. I was actually hoping they would have the bag of cauliflower with broccoli, because I guess it doesn't matter because I'm going to do the same to this bag. I'm going to pick out the the broccoli and use them in a dish. But I can use everything else in there too. And then I also picked up this bag of pepper stir fry, which contains yellow onion, red, yellow, and green bell peppers. So that's going to be, and I think I could actually split that up. I might try to split that up into a couple different meals. All right, I picked up a 1 pound bag of pinto beans, which I think I'm going to go ahead and throw in the slow cooker tonight, and they could cook overnight. So I'm going to do that. And then this is a 2 pound bag of long grain white rice. I use this kind of rice all the time. Long grain white rice is my favorite. So got that. And I'm going to use that for a couple meals too. I ended up picking up this 5-pack of Top Ramen. This is chicken flavored. Most likely I'm not going to use all of these. I know I'll use 1 or 2 for sure. 1 for sure, I might use 2. So 5-pack, and this was the only thing that was more than $1.25. Everything was $1.25 except this. This was $1.50. And then they didn't have the pasta I would prefer to have, but I guess I'll just try these elbow macaronis with the dish I'm going to make. So I got, and that's a pretty good size box. It's a 20 ounce and it's 25% more, but it feels pretty heavy. Got this pack of, Bar S classic bun length hot dogs, and there's 8 of them in there. And I did not pick up any bread or buns. That's not what I intended them for, so you'll see what those will go in. And then a pack of flour tortillas. There's 10 in there. And I got this is like a personal size pizza. Original 4 cheese. This was $1.25. So I wanted to somehow fit in the menu either pepperoni pizza roll-ups in the flour tortillas, or they did have pizza crust there. But either way I was looking at, I would have to buy more ingredients. I figured this way I just had to buy the pizza and it's already done. And also what my fear was, what I would use for cheese. I didn't want to go to the $3 menu as are the items. Like the cheese, they had cheese that were $3. I didn't want to have to go to that. So I figure I'd just get a personal size pizza, and it's $1.25. Oh, this was the item I had to take back in. When I originally rung out, it rung out at $17.75. Like I said, I was wondering why it was so lower. So when I looked at my receipt, I did not see the pizza on there. So I took it back in. And I paid for it, and that's why I have 2 receipts. All right, so over here, picked up this can of Yellowstone, the Show Yellowstone brand, brown sugar molasses baked beans. So that'll go with the meal. And I ended up putting back one of the cans of Alfredo sauce so that I could get something else. Yeah, so I'll just make do with this, and it should be okay still. And the something else I ended up getting was a can of beef stew. So I already have all of this stuff. I already have ideas for and planned out. And then I got 2 cans of the canned chicken, chunk white chicken. These come with gravy in it. Look there. So normally I think they have like the Kirkland brand there or something, but these were the brand. This was the brand Comfort Creek Foods. This was the brand that was there. So I got 2 of them because I want to use them in 2 different meals. So got those. And the last thing was for a snack, I got this peanut butter cookie mix. Now they had like cake mix, they had muffin mix, they had cookie mix like this. As I was looking at the ingredients, they didn't have any banana nut or banana muffin mix. I was so disappointed, but I guess it wouldn't matter because when I picked up there was like mini brownie muffins, and you still had to add oil and eggs. So I could see adding the oil, but some people might not have eggs, so I didn't want to go that route. I was looking for something you would just have to add either a little bit of oil or just water. So this was the one that was the closest, and I only need 2 tablespoons of oil and then the rest water. So I got that. Now this wasn't in my basket until the very end. I actually almost walked out of there with nothing for a snack, and that would have been okay because I originally had a can of tuna in my basket, but I needed some crackers, and all of the crackers were like big boxes, or they had this pack where there was 6 mini packs in there, but I didn't need that many crackers. So I suppose I could have just got it and left it, just ate it as I went, but maybe for next time. So I ended up putting the crackers and the tuna away, and I ended up getting the peanut butter cookie mix, which is no big deal because with all this I'm going to have plenty of food, and I'm pretty sure I'll have lunch and dinner for 7 days with everything here. So yeah, I didn't even have this on to the last minute. So, and I was okay with if I would have walked out of there with no snacks, no sweets, no nothing. My goal was to make sure I had enough food for the challenge. So, but I ended up with that. Yeah, and this definitely shows how fast your food can add up. And I'm not saying Dollar Tree is the cheapest because there's cheaper out there, but this was just because maybe some folks live in an area where they only have a Dollar Tree, and that might be their only choice to go buy food or something. I'm not saying, that's the case, but not everybody has a Aldi or Walmart near them, but they might have a Dollar Tree. So, all right, so that is my Dollar Tree haul. I'll put the picture of the receipts up here on the screen. And that's going to do it for this part of the video. I'm going to go ahead and write down my meals, and that'll be posted later on tonight. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch it. I appreciate all of you and the support you give my channel. And with that, remember to live life, be good to yourself, and be good to others. Until next time.